Hi everybody! Today I'm coming to you from a place in the mountains near my home, and this is the ancestral land of the Kumeyaay, who were living on this land for thousands of years and are still around today. Today we are going to read a book about a woman who is from the Ojibwa people, and this is about her journey to protect water. And this is called The Water Walker, and it's written and illustrated by Joanne Robertson. And something cool that I want to show to you about this book before we start is that it uses Ojibwa language to in the story, and so sometimes when we read a book that uses a language that is not the one that we speak, it will give us some pronunciation so that we can say the words correctly. So we're going to get to learn a new language today. So the one of the words in the book is Nokomis, and that means grandmother in Ojibwa. And then another word that we're going to use a lot today is Nibbe, and that's Ojibwa for water. Nibbe. And then in the back, it's so great, there's a whole glossary of the other words. So we'll go over those quickly, and I'm going to do my very, very best to pronounce them the Ojibwa way. So one word is kwe, and that means woman. There's kwe wuk, and that means women. Gichi miigwech means thank you very much. Oh, I like that one. Bawajgun means dream. Nokomis, remember that one, means grandmother. Nichi means friend. Jiman means canoe or boat. Migazi means bald eagle. Nokomis Gizis means moon. Oh, Nokomis means grandmother, and they call their moon Nokomis Gizis. That's cool. Ojima means leader or chief, and Sema means sacred tobacco. Turtle Island is the continent of North America, and Nibbe means water. Shall we read together? I'm going to put a bookmark in this in case I need to go back and look at the pronunciations again. It's always fun to learn a new language because your tongue gets to do some acrobatics, right? The Water Walker, written and illustrated by Joanne Robertson. Nokomis loved Nibbe. I think I just messed that up. Nokomis loved Nibbe, and Nibbe loved Nokomis. Rain or shine, hot or cold, calm or wild. Every morning, whoa, that's hard for you to see, huh? Every morning, the women in her family before her. Every morning, like the women in her family before her, Nokomis hopped out of bed before doing anything else. She sang, Gichi miigwech, Nibbe, for the life you give to every living thing on earth. I love you, I respect you. But one day, a wise Ojima told her, in my lifetime, the day will come when an ounce of water costs more than an ounce of gold. What are you going to do about it? Like an arrow, his words pierced her heart. So she looked around. She saw how people were disrespecting the water, wasting it, making it unfit for life. Here are some of those ways. Day turned into night. Nights turned into weeks, and Nokomis remembered the Ojima's words. A few moons went by. And then one night, Nokomis had a bawajigan. Early the next morning, Nokomis called her sister and Quiwak Nichis over for tea to talk about their responsibility to protect Niba. It's hard for me to remember. Niba. 4 days later, Nokomis and the Mother Earth Water Walkers, as they came to be known, found themselves standing on the side of the road wearing sneakers. Nokomis carried a copper pail full of Niba in one hand and a Migizi staff in the other. If no one noticed Niba, maybe they would notice the water walkers. Maybe someone would ask why they carried Niba in their copper pail. Maybe someone would be moved to protect Niba too. Nokomis and the Mother Earth Walkers walked around all the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence River. They walked every spring for 7 years. They prayed and sang to Niba. They left let me look up that one. Sema. I think it's Sema. Yay, remembered. They left Sema in every lake, river, stream, and puddle they met. They got up before the birds and went to bed when Nokomis Josephine rose. Remember, that's the moon. Nokomis Josephine. Nokomis was interviewed on television, in newspapers, and on radio. She was even in movies. But big companies, politicians, and even her next-door neighbors still did not feel the urgency to protect Niba. What more can I do? Wondered Nokomis. A year later, over by the Atlantic Ocean, a Nichikwe had a bawajan. Oh, I said that wrong. Let me look it up. Bawagan, which she shared with Nokomis as soon as she woke up. Nokomis shared the bawajgan with all the people she had met during her previous walks. Word spread fast across Turtle Island. Everyone began to prepare. Next thing you know, there were Kwewak standing at each salt Niba surrounding Turtle Island, with a copper pail in one hand and a Migizi staff in the other, wearing sneakers. There they are. There's the map. In the west, Nokomis and the Mother Earth Water Walkers set off from the Pacific Ocean, saying, Nga zichizi niba onji. I will do it for the water. 1 year after a devastating oil spill, Nokomis and the Water Walkers set off from the Gulf of Mexico, singing to Niba and praying for healing for Niba. Water, we love you. We thank you. We respect you. Next, Nokomis and the Water Walkers set off from the Atlantic Ocean in the east. At the send-off, they walked barefoot on the rocks and the beautiful petroglyphs and sang to Niba. Putting on their sneakers, they started out on the migration trail their ancestors traveled hundreds of years before. The frigid north, the ice, was 5 feet thick. Nokomis and the Mother Earth Water Walkers put Sema on the frozen Niba, singing their thanks, respect, and love. Wow. Look at this artwork. What do you see in there? What stands out to you in this picture? Pretty cool, huh? Saltwater tears filled the Mother Earth. Skip a page? Oh, no. Saltwater tears filled the Mother Earth water walker's eyes as the 4 salt nibba met Lake Superior. One day, the 4 salt nibba will be reborn as clouds and be carried home on the wind, said Nokomis. Nokomis went through 3 knees and 11 pairs of sneakers walking for Nibba. She got her knees replaced and is at home resting up, taking the time to surf online for new sneakers. Every morning, she puts down her sema for Nibba and sings her gratitude. She prays people wake up and realize that without Nibba, there is no life. And she continues to wonder, what are you going to do about it? And here is a picture of Nokomis in real life with the author of this book. And there's a little information. I'll read it to you. Nokomis Josephine Mandamin is from Wicmacong on the Manitoulin Island and now resides in Thunder Bay, Ontario in Canada. On a rainy day in April 2003, Nokomis and the Mother Earth water walkers set out on their first walk for water. Nokomis was inspired to act by the prophecy Midwewin Grand Chief Eddie Benton Banai shared, warning that water would become scarce and expensive if we didn't reverse our carelessness. Nokomis has walked in all kinds of weather, on the sides of highways, down gravel paths, and even up mountains. No matter how sore and tired she was, she continued to walk and sing to the water. By doing this, she teaches us that we must learn to flow like a river because healthy water moves freely. Nokomis walks for all life on earth, trees, birds, plants, insects, animals, your family, and all of your grandchildren's grandchildren yet to come. Nokomis asks us to think about this and make decisions based on this knowledge. Nokomis Josephine Mandamin, is as precious as the water. During her 2015 walk alone, she put almost 4,500,000 footsteps on her sneakers. Next time you're at the mall or out walking your dog, count your footsteps. She sacrifices weeks, sometimes months, away from her home every year to pray and sing for the water. She hopes that some of you reading or listening to this book will be inspired to help her protect it. You can learn more about her walks at www.motherearthwaterwalk.com. If you want to share with her what you are doing to protect the water, you may mail your letters to Nokomis Josephine Mandamin, 628 Harold Street North, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, P7C4E3. And I will put that up there so you can write it down and you can send a letter too. How are you going to help the water? Or Nibba. Isn't that a great way to learn a new language, reading a book that uses it? I hope you enjoyed that story, a true story about someone who is passionate to protect our water, and I hope you are inspired as well. Have a great day. See you next time.